Yes, you did not hear anything. Now you will hear something. And I hear it too because I have the redirect from Doug on. And now mute that. Yeah, I should have realized that. I turned it on my second instance over here and not over on the original OBS, which is what I am controlling this one from. Boy, that was dumb. So I'm going to turn this dock off because I don't need it. But what I can do, I think I can take this dock. No, I guess I can't. But you can see right here. Let me see if I can. I can actually. So I can kind of make it look like chat's there. Hello, Roy. Hello, Brian. Hello, Tim. Hello, the Bronc 9. Hello, Greg. No audio. Yeah. I just closed the dockable window. Sure. So, what I wanted to. I just closed the other one too. That's fine. Oh, let me see if I can get it back over here, though. Yeah, there. So, when I click on that, it brings it back over. This is actually from my original one. And you can see right here, I still have the little. Even in OBS, I still have this thing here. And I could demonstrate going to YouTube Studio, customization, turning it off, turn reactions off. It does work. And if I make fun of myself, oh, it wants me to sign in, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to not do that. And see if I can get that back in or not. Chat. Yep, there we go. And that's that's showing now the redirect from that didn't show up a while ago. So that's cool. I'm not going to leave that here though. I'm going to redock it over here. I do like it in, although let's see what it does up there. Oh, that's interesting. This is fun. Live, unscripted, unrehearsed, unplanned. You name it, I'm doing it. I'll eventually get around to what I wanted to talk to. Why can't I dock this? um, oh well, put it right here. It's not going to interfere with what I wanted to do today anyway. So it looks like it's docked. It's not, but it looks docked. All right, so let's discuss this. You're looking at my main, what I call my main Zoom / YouTube stream. This is always set up. If I turn the clocks on, the clocks will pop up here. I don't know what they'd look like because it's so messed up that who knows what they would look like. And right now, I don't even know where the clocks are at because my icons are messed up. So there are the clocks. Wow, oddly enough, it came back exactly the way it should. So something's going the way that it should. I'm going to mute myself over here because I know audio is working now. Hello, Bobby. We all told you it wasn't connected. If you listened about 3 or 4 weeks ago, your problem would have been solved, and that's all the discussion on that we're going to have today. So I'm going to turn the clocks off. I don't need the clocks on, although it's good to see that they work, and that's down here under World Clocks. Turn them off, and they're gone. I inadvertently brought in this image, this image, this image, all the way down to this image right here, which is, I guess, the ceiling. I don't even know what that is. Inadvertently, accidentally, I was in my download or my data drive, which is my 16 terabyte hard drive that I use strictly for data, whatever you want to call it, and it's strictly for Davinci Resolve and OBS, nothing else. I'm in the process of reorganizing it or just organize it to begin with. For example, Daily Davinci, I have my completed projects and I'm getting them organized, and I have a few that I haven't figured out where I'm going to put them yet. And when I say a few, I mean a lot. Because back then when I started, I just didn't have organizational skills like I do now. And then I have my data, and again, it's the same way. So if I were to, for example, we'll highlight this one all the way through this one. So that's going to be 2, 4, that's going to be 6 photos highlighted. And if I drag this off out of the screen just a tad bit, let me see if I can make this work here. There we go. And I'm on this right here. Somehow, and I'm just trying to recreate this. I honestly have no idea if this is going to work or not. Somehow, I had OBS running. I was messing around in here. I was trying to move something else when I inadvertently grabbed these. And if this works, all those 6 pictures are going to show up at the top here. So I'm going to bring back this. I'm going to grab that, put them in there. And just like that, and see, that's the first thing I noticed, okay? You'll notice that it went blink, 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 and there should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are 6. As we turn these off, they are gone. So let's see, right click, transform, I don't know, fit to screen is going to do that. That's cool. You can imagine with however many there were to begin with, when it blinked that many times, I really thought, oh no, something is wrong. What have I done? I just messed something up. And then it kind of dawned on me because I went through there and literally just did this with all of them, and I figured out what it was. Now that's interesting that that one won't revert back down to fit to screen. Stretch the screen. Edit to transform. Nope, don't want to do that. I think what I want to do is this. Nope, don't want to do that. Oh, you know why? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. So let me fire this up and I'll show you why I'm an idiot. I'm actually not awake yet. Right here. This still works the way it should. I'm going to put that right there. That's kind of cool. So I am highlighting this image right here while I have this image right here is the one I'm working with. If I turn off the live draw, if I turn this off and turn this on, this one's off, but I'm showing this one, but I'm not on this one, if that makes sense. So I can right click the hell out of this and nothing's going to happen. Transform, flip. It's not going to do nothing because I'm not on that one. So I'm going to put that one back. I'm going to go transform, reset. So if I click on this one, right click, transform, fit the screen. Oh, look at that. It works just fine. So kind of cool. Kind of a mistake, kind of something accidentally, inadvertently that I learned about OBS. By the same token, we learned last night, and I say we, the Zoom homies, figured out why initially my OBS was not working. Every program except for OBS was working on here. It was because in the settings right here, and then, bless you, desktop settings, system, display 1, if I change this scale and layout right here to it says recommended 150, so we're going to change it, and then we're going to, oh, you know what? That's interesting. It's still going to work. Now, is that because I need to turn OBS, this instance of OBS off? Or, oh, no, it's doing the same thing. I can't do anything because this half is correct. This is all incorrect. Although yesterday it had several white screens on it, and we couldn't figure out, we couldn't grab anything. I'm going to turn that off by getting rid of the lines, and I'll turn off the live stream. We could not grab these and move them down. And it was very simple that it was over here again in settings, display number 1, change the size and text of apps and other things. Now, Alex suggested after he blessed us with coming back, or graced us with coming back, of going 125. I'm going to try 125 and see if how I like it, if I like it. And it looks like I don't like 125. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here, change this to 100 like we had it. I'm going to close that because that's how I want it, just like that. And then I obviously can now grab this picture and get it out of the way of things. And that's just basic OBS stuff right there. To make the black lines go away, you hover over it, hit Control, go to the other one, and well, that reduced both of them. I think you can do it individually by hovering Alt. No, you can't. But this will do the whole picture. So let's just say I wanted it there, and then I wanted to get rid of this black line. Control, not Microsoft Windows key, although that made it go away. Go back to this one, Control, hold this down, and you get rid of that. It does the bottom at the same time, so that's kind of cool. Let me go look at chat. Good morning, Jeff. Again, good morning again. If you said good morning to me and Doug's, I wasn't paying any attention to Doug's. I was trying to figure out something. And I finally did. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out last night. I did find there was a second instance of my main Zoom camera running already, which theoretically last night when Zoom worked, and I'm going to test that real quick. When Zoom was working last night, I tried to turn the camera on. You get this cannot start video over on another monitor because it's in operation somewhere else. And that's true, it is. So I'm going to grab Zoom, put Zoom over here. I don't need that open. Zoom is functioning. I'm going to go into my main OBS, and I'm going to turn off the Davinci camera, which will make me up here in the upper corner go away, or it should. I deactivate that. I should go away, and I did. And now if I come back over here, that's kind of cool that chat did show back up, and turn the camera on, then the camera comes on. That's because I have two cameras. One's for the fish tank, one's for this. And as you can see, the green screen's out of whack because I don't have it zoomed properly, etc. Yada, blah, blah, blah. This is all out of whack because the green screen is reduced down because of things that are going to happen next week. And I can zoom the camera and take care of that. This is just a little background I made for a thumbnail with my granddaughter from, I believe, 2 years ago. I'm not sure the exact date. It was a lot of fun. I always have a good time with my grandchildren. So Zoom is running. I did not change it to private, so we'll see if anybody bombards me or not. The plan is to play golf, Bobby. Yes, that's the plan. Now, weather permitting, I will be playing golf. I don't know for sure. I'm trying to check the weather right now. Currently, we are at 61 degrees. That's chilly. Even for me, that would be chilly because it's pretty much cloudy. Sun's supposed to come out at 5. Now, we could play the play the odds. It's supposed to warm up to about 70 degrees around 5 o'clock. We can play the odds that it's going to warm up and go play. Or we can probably go about 4:30, and while we're playing, the sun might come out. I honestly do not know what's going to happen. Now, I can make this full screen, and again, you can see the green screen is not correct. It's just so cool having this 55-inch monitor. It's a TV. It's not a monitor. I keep calling it. It's a television that I have the capability of running this through. Probably going to revert it back to a 40, which means I got to buy a 40. The 40 works really good. I could actually demonstrate that. I believe I can demonstrate that because I still have this camera set up. So I believe I can come in here to the original, not this, not here, but I can come in here to the original one that's running. Excuse me. I can go in and find the other instance of the webcam. I can hit OK, and I can activate it. And did it come on? It did not come on. Should have came on. Should be this camera right here that you can see barely in the screen. Let me go see if I can do something over here. Now, if I come over here, this is going to get all messed up. Oh, you know what? I'm in the wrong place. No, I'm in the right place. I don't know. I'm going to deactivate it. Oh, cool. When I activate the camera and deactivate the camera, it takes chat away. Go to the fish tank camera. Video capture. Video capture. Activate it. Okay, it's on. I don't know where it's displaying to. Let me deactivate it in here because I don't want it running in here. I want to come back to here. T-5. Thank you, Tony Wallow. Just want to get this silly camera to work. I have the doggonest time with cameras right now. Okay, now it's working, but it's not going to be there. It actually did go across YouTube. Interesting. Very interesting. So you can see with this fish cam that I'm not going to break down because it's perfect right now. There's the 40 over here. There's a 22-inch monitor that Robert gave me right here. You can see that there's the 50-inch monitor, which is really super sweet because I can scale things down and put a million things on here, which is clearly an over-exaggeration. But I can literally take this like this, and you can see right there. Now I've got Zoom running, and Zoom box is that's going to work this morning. And then I can bring chat over. I don't know how small I can make that. I guess I can make that pretty small. Put that there. So this is the advantage of having a big monitor. And then I've got the other 22 over here. So I've got 55, 22, 22, and 40. And the 40, seriously, right over there. And it's at an angle, but I don't want to change it because that's set up. I got the floor taped to where this tripod goes. And it's perfect how I want the fish tank. Took a while to set it up last night, but it is absolutely perfect. I like it. And then the other thing that I like is this is probably going to grow on me. I don't know. Mrs. K and I discussed it this morning, and she's okay with the way things are right now. Then, hello, Tony. Thank you for the T-5. I'm going to try one last thing. Greg is going to be so happy, and I know Greg's here because it said Davinci Resolve, OBS, not Davinci. Doug got a little confused on that when I think he thought that meant I wasn't streaming today. But I wanted to do this for a couple days because I absolutely figured that out a while back. And let me see something else. Let me wrap this up with this. So I'm going to copy this camera over here. I'm going to go back into my Daily Davinci. I'm going to go a little overtime, as Doug would say, right here. I'm going to put this over here and then bring this down like that. Okay, so now I could do this right here, but as you can see, it mirrors this, so I don't want to do that. But I am going to throw this on the 40 for just a quick second because it's easier for me to see. I'm going to go into where I'm currently broadcasting from. I'm going to right click, I'm going to paste, and there we have 2 instances of the camera. I'm going to grab this one and put it over here. Now, I will mess with this later. This is actually something I should have practiced a while ago, but I didn't. Now I'm going to bring that over here. Okay, so now I'm beginning to understand how Carrie and Doug and Jim. Oh, and Jim, if you're watching, by the way, I loved the comedy. Absolutely loved the comedy. That was so good. Now I'm going to take Zoom. I'm going to leave Zoom running. I'm just kind of curious. I'm just going to turn it off so it's not there. And now there are no sources running in this at all. So what I want to try to do is right click, go to transform, not transition, transform, fit it to the screen, and that works just fine. That one should be done, and that one should not be done. But I'm not even going to keep these now that I know how to do that. That's cool. What I am going to do is turn this. I'm going to go up here to the top one. I'm going to go down here to the bottom one, and I'm going to employ Simple Computer. I'm going to hold Shift and hit that. That highlights them all. There's really no need to scroll. Oh, it highlighted all of them too. That's fine. So I'm going to hit the trash can button. It's going to prompt me, am I sure I want to remove the 25 items? Yeah, pretty much I'm pretty sure, because I accidentally put them in. Now I'm going to accidentally, intentionally get rid of them, and they're gone. Now if I come back up here to the top, I'm going to highlight that one. I'm going to control this one. I'm going to go to the trash can, and it should go away, and it does. Cool. So that's been my 30 minutes worth of OBS ramblings and on and on and on. Greg wouldn't miss this for nothing. Yeah, because it's OBS. Robert says Greg wouldn't miss it for nothing. Bobby, there is something you can do. You can ask the guy when he comes out to put the splitter. Call him back out and say, hey, I want a splitter in my house instead of in the box. They'll run a single line into your house and they'll split it in the house. They probably did it that way so they can charge you. I don't know. I'm just speculating. The way cable is going, that wouldn't surprise me a bit. So we can, oh look, there Alex Cheek makes a token appearance over in today's stream of Daily Davinci. Amazing. Strictly amazing. Now this one, and because it's timed out, it's on a timer, I should loop it. That's why it does that. But you can see this one's got the telegraph tops, but no lines, because I still can't get the lines to look right. I'm working on it. That was a lot of fun doing this with the homies. I enjoyed it. I'm going to wrap it up. I got to remember which instance of this I need to. And you know what? I ought to be able to, in here, I can't. Why can't I do that? I should be able to, in here, change the property. Oh, because I'm in OBS. Never mind. I can still do that, though. That's the video that Brian Lightfoot put together for me. Absolutely hilarious. Although he missed a spot in here that I know is in there because my first putt or my first drive ended up really close to the green. It's not because it's locked. I don't know. I'm gonna end this and I'm gonna end it. What? Poor Alex. What? Tony Wilder. What? I should be able to edit this in here. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. So if I go back to old Alex and turn old Alex on, it's now up here. So I hit properties. It's going to run for however long it is unless I loop it. If I loop it, it'll continually run forever. So you see the bar going across here. When it gets here at 9 seconds, it'll loop back and run again. I was looking for this more over in this area because on a normal screen, it's about right here on a smaller, on the 40s and the 22s. I think that's about it. I think that's going to wrap it up. As you can see, it's going to get to 9, or I guess it's 14 seconds long. I had to take a quick drink. See everybody tonight, 9 o'clock. A little bit of luck, I'll get to play golf, and we'll see if recording in 60 frames per second makes a difference or not. Thank you, everyone. I am waving even though I've got my cameras all messed up. Let's fix the cameras before I go because I want to make sure. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Let's deactivate this camera. Oh, it's just this one's active right here, isn't it? Yeah, this one's active. This is interesting. Can I do this? Watch, I'm gonna play Kerry Holzman here. Oh look, let's put me and Mitch up here in the right hand corner. I know how he does that now. You know, I honestly hadn't. I've thought about it many times, but until today, I did not really understand how to do it. But now I do. That looks super. That looks pretty good right there. But that looks super huge on YouTube. But on OBS, it's like the size of a quarter. I'll shut up. I'll go ahead and turn this camera off. And then I will go find said other camera, which is really, this is fun to do on a 22-inch screen compared to these big 40s and these big 55s. Much easier to do with, oh, you know, yeah, I do want to deactivate it because if I don't deactivate it, the fish cam will not run tonight. And we clearly want the fish cam to run tonight. So I'm going to activate this one. That means I should come back. I should have came back in the corner over Davinci, but I didn't come back over Davinci. Oh, this is so much fun. The frustration. That's okay. So there we go. That tells me the camera. Oh, because Zoom is running. That's why I can't use that camera because I have Zoom still running down here. And I haven't been bombarded yet. That's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and end this and end the meeting. And as soon as I do, I can come over here and go back into properties here, go change it to the other camera. And I'm back because you can only have one instance of the camera running at one time. It was running Zoom, thus it was not going to see it. So let's end this with the traditional ending. I want to thank everyone for being here. Strictly from memory, Bobby, Tony, Brian Lightfoot, Jeff Ryman. I'm sure I missed somebody. Roy, I believe, was there. If I've missed you, Greg was there. Robert was there. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Greg. I would never hear the end of it if I didn't mention Greg's name. Did I tell everybody Greg Guy joined us today? Special guest today. I'll see everyone tonight. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Sometimes things don't go the way they should, and I hope everyone understands I too am only human, and things will be said and things will happen that may or may not be understood at the time, and after a little reflection, they still may or may not be understood. Thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, afternoon, or evening, one of the two. I will see everyone tonight on Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. Bye for now.